Well, thank you everyone for joining us today in our virtual college exploration. We have Christy Penman and Jackie Kane from University of South Florida. And for all students who are attending, just to let you know, if you have any questions you'd like to ask, please use the Q&A button to type your questions to the presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so you will be muted and the panelists cannot see or hear you. If you would like to sign up for more sessions, please check out the website, www.oacac.org, and the recordings for this session will be available, so definitely check those out. And we will then let our presenters start. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us today, and thank you all for joining us. My name is Christy Penman. I'm one of the admissions recruiters for University of South Florida, and I actually recruit in the Midwest, so I would be your admissions counselor. If you have any questions throughout the admissions process, I can always be reached. Again, my name is Christy Penman, and I'll give you my contact information at the end of the presentation. Joining me today is Jackie Kane. Jackie,
hi guys.
Thank you.
My name's Jackie, as Christy said, and I am an out-of-state recruiter advisor, but I'm housed on the Tampa campus. So if you guys ever come and visit, make sure you stop in the admissions office. I'd love to help you guys with any questions and walk you around the campus.
Great. Well, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and share my PowerPoint presentation with you. It will not take very long, so if you have any questions at the end, we will have plenty of time to assist with those. And Jackie is going to be taking care of any Q&A, any questions you put in the chat. Thank you, Jackie. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. So, University of South Florida is located, we actually have 3 locations. We are a large university. We are actually located in Tampa, St. Pete, and we also have a location in Sarasota, Manatee. So our 3 locations are a little bit different, and I will tell you a little bit about those in just a moment. There is myself as well as Jackie there in the picture. Hi, welcome. So University of South Florida, like I mentioned, we are a large university. We are a Division I school with over 52,000 students across our 3 campuses. Again, it's Tampa, St. Pete, and Sarasota, Manatee. We have over 200 clubs, majors and concentrations. We have over 700 clubs and organizations. We're a little bit bigger than that in our clubs and organizations. So we really feel like we have something for everyone. We have a very diverse student body. We represent all 50 states as well as all 145 countries. So really exciting. So if you are looking to come to a large university, University of South Florida might be the one for you. And obviously we're in a little bit warmer climate than you are now, so that's always a plus. So again, here is a map of Florida, and it'll kind of show you where our campuses are located. We're about an hour, hour and a half from Orlando, which I know many students have visited Disney World and Universal, but we are, like I said, about an hour, hour and a half south of Orlando, near, if anyone is familiar with Busch Gardens Amusement Park. We're about 5 minutes from there, very short distance from Busch Gardens. So if you have the need to be adventurous, you can definitely head over to Busch Gardens. We also have our St. Petersburg campus that is actually on the bay in downtown St. Petersburg. Beautiful campus as well, with only 5,000 students. So students really like this campus. If you're looking for a smaller campus, students compare it to kind of a private school experience, but public school pricing. So students really appreciate that. Again, on the water, so there's lots of opportunities as far as, you know, sailboating, kayaking, paddleboarding, any kind of water sport you can imagine. Also housed there is our School of Business, which many students appreciate, and also very desirable for our marine science majors, because we have a vessel that leaves right from our campus and goes right out into the bay and then onto the ocean. Our last campus is our Sarasota campus. This is our smallest of the 3 campuses. There's approximately 2,000 students on this campus. And the only thing that you want to be aware of is we do not have campus housing. The other 2 campuses, Tampa and St. Petersburg, do. So let me tell you a little bit more about what sets University of South Florida apart from other schools. We are one of 3 universities in the state of Florida to be recognized as a preeminent state research university. And you might wonder, what does that mean? That means that University of South Florida was awarded this distinction based on 12 metrics, including graduation rates, student retention, research, and the number of patents awarded. University of South Florida has been ranked top 10 among American public universities in the United States for patents for the 7th year in the row in the last 10 years. So we're really proud of that. That's definitely a point of pride for us. We're also ranked number 46 among public universities in the nation by US News World Report in 2020. And we have a student-to-teacher ratio of 21:1. Even though we are a large university, we make sure that those class sizes stay at least below that 20:1 student-teacher ratio, and average class size is 33 students. Again, as I had mentioned, we have students from 145 countries on our university, and 41.5% of our student body has a diverse ethnic background. As I had mentioned, we have over 200 undergraduate majors and concentrations across our 3 campuses. So really, depending on your major will determine which campus you would like to attend. Some of our majors overlap. However, you may be in a certain major that is only offered on one or the other of our campuses. We obviously, like I mentioned, we are a preeminent research university, and we do allow students to start research as early as a freshman in college in any of our majors or concentrations. We are a Tier 1 research university. We also have the Judy Gimshaft Honors College, which Jackie's going to be talking to you a little bit about here very soon. And if you are interested in study abroad, we have over 100 opportunities in over 25 countries. That is something at University of South Florida, definitely a point of pride that our students have opportunities to study abroad. And those can be a week-long experience all the way up to a year-long experience. And you do receive college credits, so you can still graduate within those 4 years. As I had mentioned, we have over 700 clubs and organizations available to our students across all 3 campuses. Some of the more exciting clubs that I have heard of, obviously we have them for our different majors and hobbies and interests that we have on our campus, but some of the really fun ones that I have heard about are our Disney Club. We also have a Harry Potter club. We have a 3D printing club. We have biology and pre-med clubs, as well as even a chocolate lovers club. However, if we do not have a club that you would be interested in, you can always start your very own club. You just need to grab 12 of your best friends and a professor, and you can start your own club at the University of South Florida. So lots of opportunities to get involved. We also have over 300 yearly concerts and performances on our campus. So lots of opportunities to stay active and involved and have a really good student life on our campus. Again, just about every opportunity you can imagine is on our campus based on the fact that we are such a large university. Again, going back to just allowing freshmen to not only do research, but you are also not limited to the type of housing that you may choose. We have 3 different options. We have traditional, suite, or apartment style housing. Being that you're coming from out of state, some important information for you might be that you can also bring a car on campus if you wish. Now, it is not required that you live on campus as a freshman. However, we do encourage it just to get acclimated to the university. Again, you can bring your car on campus. There is approximately a $200 parking fee on campus. But again, that is something that you can do if you would prefer. We do have our own bus system on campus. So if you're interested in that, and many students bring their skateboards, their bicycles, all kinds of ways and modes of transportation is being used on our campus. So don't feel like you need to bring your car into campus, because we do have, like I said, our own bus system, which will not only just take you around campus, but will also take you to the local Walmart, the local Target, and then also the movie theater. So don't feel like you have to bring that car. We also have on-site fitness and health services. Obviously, we're in Florida, so we also have outdoor swimming pools if that is something that interests you, but lots of ways to stay healthy and active. As I mentioned, you want to stay healthy and active, you may want to be part of our Division I program on campus. We are a Division I school, and there's free admission to all of our sporting events. If you just want to be a spectator, you can do that as well. Our football team plays at the Raymond James Stadium, which students really like. That's where the Buccaneers play, and they have that opportunity to go there. And we do also offer bus transportation to all home games, as well as the free admission. We also have the Herd of the Thunder, which is our marching band. There's over 300 members. If that is something you like to continue in college, being part of the band, you can certainly do that at University of South Florida. We also have club sports, if that is something that is interesting in you. Maybe you don't want to do Division I, however, you still want to participate and be competitive. We do have club sports, and then we have intramural sports, which of course can be as competitive as you wish those to be. All right. Obviously, we're excited that you're coming to University of South Florida and you have interest in our wonderful school. However, once you graduate, we want to make sure that you're able to find a job. Hence the reason you want to go to college. You want to get a good job after you graduate. So we do have our career services office, and there are different opportunities within that career services office as far as even majors. They can assist you with that and selecting a major, maybe finding your strengths and weaknesses by taking some types of computerized test. They will also help you with resumes, cover letter preparation, even interview practice. So if you are interested in that, you can certainly do that with our career services office. If you're looking for an on-campus job, off-campus job while you're in classes, you can certainly do that. And obviously, as you graduate, you will come back and use our career services office to find that long-time dream job. All right, what I'd like to do is go ahead and turn it over to Jackie Kane. She's going to go through the admissions process with you.
Thank you, Christy. Christy was talking about more of the fun stuff, but I'm going to go over the admissions process, which is still very important. So tune in and let's get started. So we do make it, I think, pretty simple for students to apply. We put it in 4 steps for you guys. So students can submit their application. Oh, wait, can we go back one more?
Sorry.
It's okay. Students can submit their application online through our website, or through the coalition application, or through the common application. And we don't take preference on whichever one you choose. They'll be reviewed the same. We also do have an application fee that is non-refundable of $30, or you can submit a fee waiver if you have that. And that's SAT, ACT, and NACAC fee waiver that you can submit to us. And then we do need your official high school transcripts. So by official, we mean those have to be sent directly from the high school. And when you do send those transcripts, please make sure that it's the same name that you use when you apply. That way the transcript easily gets right to your application and we don't have to search for it, and it's just kind of chaotic. So make sure it's the same name. You actually can have your guidance counselor email that directly to Christy if that's easier for you guys. And she's gonna show you her email at the end of this presentation, so you guys have that. The last thing we need for you guys is your official standardized test scores. For us, we still need the test scores because the Florida Board of Governors has not given us the okay to be test optional at this time. So we still do need those to be sent officially from College Board or from ACT.org. And we do super score. What's great is we were able to extend our deadline. So our priority deadline was extended and our scholarship deadline was also extended. That way it gives students more time to get those test scores submitted, as I know sometimes they're being canceled. And I will show you those deadlines in a couple slides. But first, I do want to show you our admitted freshman profiles. So this is for the year of 2020. Don't freak out because this isn't like exactly what students have to get into USF. We have students that fall slightly under it and over it. So this isn't saying this is what you have to have. This is just an average. And we do have the fall 2020 term on the top and then summer 2020 term below that, because we will admit for the summer as well. So what's great is students can just go ahead, apply to the fall. If they don't quite fit the profile, we'll automatically review them for the summer term. What's great about the summer term specifically for our out-of-state students is we have what's called the Summer ACE program, and that stands for Academic and Cultural Engagement Program. So students who from out of state who are admitted to this, they get to move to Florida a semester early. They're in a close-knit group of students who are also from out of state, so they already have something in common. They can get the lay of the land earlier, they can make friends earlier who may not know anyone in the state of Florida. So it's a great program for them to make friends. It does start in mid-July. It's only 5 weeks long. And a fun fact about USF is you actually have to have 9 summer credit hours to graduate. So by students starting with the Summer ACE program, they're already knocking 6 of those out right away. The biggest perk that I hear about students who are in this program is the study abroad. They have 1 week of study abroad. They have options. They've gone to Ecuador, Costa Rica, Canada, and if students do not want to go abroad, they also have the Washington, D.C. trip also. Another big point of pride with USF is definitely our cost of attendance. So our tuition is a great value. So we do actually have one of the lowest rates in the country. Our rates are often the same or lower than in-state rates at non-Florida universities. So that's a big point of pride with us. And on here, we have a nice breakdown of tuition and fees, housing, books, to give you that number right there. And I'm sure if you're looking at other schools, you'd be surprised because this definitely does fall on the lower end. And what's great is not only is the tuition very reasonable, but you can also earn these scholarships to make that number even lower. So these are our freshman admission scholarships for non-Florida residents. So as long as you apply to USF and you have gotten your transcripts and test scores in by February 15th, that is the scholarship deadline. Then you're in the running for these. So as long as you have everything turned in by February 15th and you have this test score and GPA, this award is yours to have to help with that tuition. So it's pretty great. I want to talk a little bit more about the Judy Genshaft Honors College. So we do have automatic admission into the Judy Genshaft Honors College. To be automatically admitted, you would need a 4.0 high school GPA, 1400 SAT, or 31 ACT. And if you don't have that, that's fine, because students not meeting that auto criteria can still apply to the Honors College. Some more programs within the Honors College are our 7-year accelerated med program for BSMD and BS PharmD programs. We also have our 3+3 accelerated bachelor's JD program with Stetson College of Law. There's a lot of additional scholarships for the Honors College students, honors exclusive academic and study abroad scholarships. They also have priority registration. They have their own academic advising. They have smaller class sizes, more close-knit learning environment. They have their own internship and research opportunities for these students. They also have Honors College living and learning communities. So what's great is in our dorms, the students who are in the Honors College can also live together and live near each other in the dorms. And we have a new Honors College building coming up on the Tampa campus, and it's going to be very beautiful. I also wanted to bring up about our National Merit Scholarships and financial support, because it's pretty impressive. So with the National Merit Scholarships, the scholarship could cover your full cost of attendance during the fall and spring semesters for up to 5 years, or the completion of your bachelor's degree. The USF National Merit Tradition of Excellence Award is $5,000 per year. We also have the scholarship options for study abroad, which is called the USF Passport Scholarship, which is $2,000. And you even get a tuition waiver for your first year of graduate study at USF. So it's pretty good deal. again, wanted to go through those freshman application deadlines. So obviously the application is now active. We do have our January 1st FAFSA priority deadline. And then we have the February 1st priority application deadline. And the biggest one though that I want you guys to remember is going to be February 15th. Again, that's the application completion deadline for those admission scholarships. And we extended that so you guys would have plenty of time to get your test scores in. And then May 1st is the admissions deposit deadline. That's when students are saying, hey, I'm ready to commit to being a bull, and they mark their place down at USF.
Great. Thank you, Jackie, so much. All right. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is our virtual tours. I know with COVID, it's been very difficult to visit the colleges of your choice. However, we have a really great opportunity. If you have not had a chance to visit one of our 3 USF campuses, we do have virtual campus tours, and those are every week, several times a week. And what is great about those is we actually have a current USF student, which is called our G3s, and those are our student ambassadors of the University of South Florida. So please go ahead and jot down those links if you are interested in coming and visiting the campus virtually. We love to have you. All right. Finally, what I'd like to do is just share my contact information with you, and then we're going to have a chance for some questions and answers. So obviously, again, my name is Christy Penman. I am your admissions recruiter advisor for your state. My contact information is listed there. If you ever have any questions, your family has questions, please feel free to reach out to me at cpenman@usf.edu. Again, it's cpenman@usf.edu, and I will be happy to answer any questions you might have about the university, or maybe your families have, or if you're going to be in the area, please let us know. And hopefully once things start opening up, we'll be able to do in-person tours. Right now, we don't have those. You have to, unfortunately, due to COVID, we are just able to offer those virtual tours, but they are phenomenal. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen, and then I'm going to open it up to questions and answers. Okay.
I also see that Alec is here. Hi, Alec.
Hi, welcome.
Alec, I believe we went to Bulls Unite together.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
we were riding roller coasters.
Yes, we were. And then I had to run to the bus. I remember that.
Yeah, and you know what? That's another fun fact about USF. Admitted students get to come down and go to Busch Gardens. So
yes.
Yeah, I'm actually renewing my pass, not this weekend, but next weekend, and I'm so excited because like my family's getting me the student discounted one. We used to have like the regular one, but like I'm getting the student one, and I'm like, yay!
So that was my first time there, and that was so fun.
Yeah, and I actually got to go with you, Jackie, to Busch Gardens for the first time. That was the first time for both of us. So we all 3 had that.
And you went on Shikra too, which is like a big deal. So
Yes.
Yes. It was so much fun. The only thing I wish is if we would have had more time, but other than that, it was awesome.
Yes.
And like, how much is the student discount? Like, how much do they discount the Busch Gardens for you?
So the annual pass can be up to like $500, I believe.
Wow.
Like if you do it like monthly. So like the average way is like you do the monthly easy payments, which are they're like $15 a month, but it's like I think it's like you have to get like at least 2 years of it or something like that.
Okay.
There's a contract with it. Whereas like the student pass, you pay, I believe, $119 after service and fees.
Wow.
And you get the benefits of, I believe it's called the Gold Pass. So you get free parking, you get a 10% discount while in the park. And yeah, it's just cheap. Well, like cheaper than the usual. So.
Yeah, that's a lot cheaper than 500 plus a year. That's a great
deal because I know students go all the time.
Yeah, I remember my summer, because I was in the ACE program that you talked about. I actually would go every Wednesday, and Sunday. Like I would just go like constantly, especially because of the summer nights. So like they had like dancers and fireworks. And now like I go whenever I can. Like with my busy like rehearsal schedule, it's like kind of hard. But like the chance I even get like a solid 5 hours, I'm like, I will be back. It's a lot of fun.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Now, do you drive over there, Alec, or what do you do?
So I usually do drive because we do have free parking. But
Right.
once I took the bull runner, and that was an experience. I just did it with my friends because like it's an option. So like we were like, let's just do it to see how it is. It was definitely a fun experience, but like those are the two options that you have.
Okay. That's awesome. I love that. And it's so close. I mean, how long does it take you to even get there? Like 5 minutes?
It's like, yeah, 5 minutes tops. Like anything more, and it's just because you like sat at a light too long or something like that.
Right. That is such a cool like opportunity for USF students. I mean, like what school could you go to and be that close to like an amusement park like Busch
I
Gardens?
even said that, like, I say it a lot because I didn't like, yes, I knew about USF, but I didn't know about any of the programs or anything like that. But ever since middle school, I've been like, I want to go to that university because like we made a lot of trips here to Tampa to go to the Busch Gardens. And I didn't even know like the letters, I was just like, I'm going there. Like that is the school I'm going to because it's next to Busch Gardens. And then comes to find out like it had everything I wanted. And like it was actually my number one choice for like real reasons besides Busch Gardens. And I was like, it just keeps getting better and better. So
Oh, that's awesome. That is so cool. Well, Alec, thank you for joining us. I don't know if we have any students on right now. Jackie, do you see any students?
No, but they record it. So any students later on that, you know, can view it, then we can get their questions answered. So that's the great thing about it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Jackie, any other questions? I know students are having the question if we're test optional. The Florida State Public Schools are not test optional at this time. It is a state law that students have to submit either the ACT or the SAT. We don't have a preference over one or the other. We do super score. So if you are able to take it more than once, we will look at all test scores and determine if you could potentially receive a scholarship. So make sure you submit all test scores, and that's really important for our students right now.
Yeah. Alec, could you talk a little bit more about the ACE program and, you know, coming in from like out of state and how that's been?
So the ACE program, well, actually, I'm an in-state student.
Okay.
However, the ACE program, luckily, my year opened it up to more in-state students because you are right. It was originally for out-of-state students to find sort of like a community and help with that transition into like being away from your family. So how the program works, even during this time, it was that you are assigned 2 mentors. So that's 2 people you are able to go to, and you're in a sort of like a cohort of like, I want to say max 15 students with those 2 mentors. And it's a lot of one-on-one. So not only are you like getting college credit within like the general education part of most of the, well, not most, all of the majors, like you have to like take a general education class within like a certain category. So they offer classes that work with that. So like you're not just taking a random class that applies to nothing. So you get that, and then the university experience. So like coming in like with that university experience class, I already knew like about the academic advocacy group of people who are there for you. I knew about all of the safe zone, undocu-ally trainings. They opened me up to just all of the resources at USF. So like just with that class, I pretty much knew USF like the back of my hand, and all the resources available. So like you just get such a wide view of the campus, not just like as like a student, but like the resources as well. And then within the program, the mentor and mentee relationship is just so like, it's so personal. It doesn't feel like that's their job. They make it seem like well, like they're there for the connections. The mentors that you get were in the program. So it's not like they're just getting some randoms. Like they're people who are literally have similar experiences than you, things like that. And they're there to help you get involved. I mean, I still talk to my mentor now, both of them to this day. I go, well, pre-COVID, I would like meet with them at Champion's Choice, which is a dining hall. We would just catch up. But during the summer, they were there. They would ask me how I'm feeling. They would ask me if I'm looking for any resources, if I needed anything to do. They hold programming nights. I painted a few things. Like we all painted like these small squares. We had like karaoke nights. We had movie nights where they provided like face masks and all types of things. And even now this week, mind you, this is my second year I'm out of the program. I've been invited, all A students have been invited to watch movies together through Zoom. So like, it's really a tight-knit community that I highly, even on tour, the second someone is like the ACE team reach out to me, I'm like, take advantage. Like, it is absolutely amazing. This previous year, they were not able to travel abroad. However, they were given scholarships to travel abroad within their 4 years here at USF. So it is made up for in that. But the travel abroad experience, I mean, I went to Quebec City with my class. It was absolutely amazing. So I got to go experience that. Quebec City has a very high French population. Well, they're called Quebecois, but they speak French and they have that Canadian culture and they are very, very proud of it. So we just got to learn about a whole new culture and how like it's just like the education system there. And it was a lot of fun. I got to meet a lot of new people. I got to take classes from a circus school. I got to go hiking in this very beautiful forest. I got to go watch a circus performance. I got to watch this annual fireworks show that is humongous that you can see from like miles away because it's that big. I got to visit the castle that is now a hotel. I got to do a lot. It was definitely worth it. It is a very good program that I highly suggest to everyone because it's just an experience that like you have to take advantage of.
Yeah, that is so cool. Now, Alec, what is your major? So you're a sophomore, and so this is your second year at USF, right? Okay.
Yes. I'm working towards a concurrent degree for dance, the BFA in dance, and then a BS in integrated public relations and advertising. So that's like with the Zimmerman School and then the College of the Arts. I'm in the School of Theater and Dance.
That's awesome. Now, have you had an opportunity to study with anyone or do like an internship? Anything you'd like to share about that within your program? Have you done anything?
So yeah, so I just started my IPRA. I'm going to use that acronym for the Integrated Public Relations and Advertising major because it's a mouthful. For the IPRA, I actually started my classes last summer, and I got pretty close with the graphic programs professor. So I didn't get to do anything with him, but because of him, I got an internship with the College of the Arts where I'm working on a recruitment video for the School of Theater and Dance, specifically the dance program. So I'm working on that right now.
You'll be really great at that.
So like I have a whole vision board and everything for it. I'm working that with them. I got to already perform with a guest artist. My first semester here, I performed with a guest artist. We take master classes from guest artists all the time in the dance program. And then I was supposed to perform last semester in a faculty piece, was unable to do so because how everything ended. But this semester too, we did a virtual performance where I performed with a guest artist again, who I'm taking their master class in place of my modern class this Friday as well. So in the College of the Arts, you get thousands of opportunities to like reach out and like build a resume. With the IPRA, I have not yet taken advantage of their opportunities. However, constantly my canvas is being blown up, like internship here, apply this, apply that, take this class here. Like the resources Zimmerman School provides is insane. And I like, to an extent where like I haven't had the opportunity to take advantage of them because there are too many to look through. It's like, wow, like what do I do with all of this? So like that's all I had to say for all of that. But yes, for sure.
That's great. Well, that's a good problem to have, that there's so many opportunities, and it sounds like you're taking advantage of a lot of them. Even with COVID, I can't believe everything you've been able to still do, which is shocking.
Yeah, I genuinely believed that, oh, like, you know, because of COVID, the semester is just gonna like flow on by, like it's not gonna be that busy. I was totally wrong, like with this internship. And like I'm a part of Greek life, and I have some chairs within my fraternity. So I'm like working with them and like how to keep that like brotherhood within these times where like I have brothers who are literally still in Brazil who like cannot come into this country because of like the issues of COVID, and like there's just so much, but like it's definitely like been an experience, and I'm learning a lot from it, even like now. Yeah. Oh, you muted yourself. Sorry.
I thought I had unmuted myself. Okay. I think I hit it twice. That was like my error. I should know better by now. We've been doing these more than once. Not my first rodeo. All right, Alex. So you're part of Greek life. Can you tell us what you do with Greek life? Do you live in the housing or not? That's another question.
Yeah, I do not live in the housing, to answer that. We do not have an official house here. However, I do have plenty of friends who live in the housing there. They love it. They believe that it's an opportunity to really have that experience within your, mostly I'm talking about the sorority sisters, because I'm a friend with a lot of the sorority girls, and they believe like it's just a whole different experience than living with them off campus, just like four of them in a random apartment. Like it's just, like you have a residential assistant who's a part of Greek life, can help you with just like philanthropy events. Like you have the space, you have the pool area, you have like a huge house, huge like areas to like do activities in, like, and it's all provided for you on campus. So that definitely is a highlight for them. Me and my fraternity brothers, we just meet up at whoever's house, game nights, things like that. And now like our brotherhood event, we haven't had an official one yet, but like we found like these random games online, like, and we just like play them like through Zoom. Among Us, I don't know if you guys know about that, yes, but we have Among Us parties all the time where we'll literally sit on Zoom for 2 hours just to play Among Us. But within the Greek life, within my fraternity, I hold the new member education chair. So all the new members coming in, I teach them about the culture that my fraternity has. And then I'm also the communications chair. So I help the vice president of communications with the social media. So I usually have a big say on what we post on our social media and outreach to our alumni and things like that. So I do a lot in a lot of different places. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. Greek life is fun here at USF because it's a tight-knit community. Greek life there are a lot of universities, especially in Florida, where the Greek life sort of like takes control of the campus. However, that's not how it here at USF. The Greek life here is genuinely a community where we take each other's values and like we understand like our own cultures, but we all still come together, whether it's philanthropy events, anything like that. We are a tight-knit community and we know each other's names. Like I'm not learning like 2,000 people's names and that's just one sorority. Like it's 15 to 45 girls that like I'm genuinely making connections with, not just like learning names, all right, goodbye.
That's really good to know. I know a lot of students are always interested in Greek life, so I'm glad that you spoke about that. Thank you.
Of course.
Jackie, can you think of any other questions for Alec? Questions we might get?
Yeah, I always like to ask, like, if, being a student, what kind of advice would you give like a prospective student right now when they're like just starting their college search?
So I would just say like reach out, whether that means like reaching out to a like friend, reaching out to an advisor, reaching out to a mentor you may have, or reaching out to a club that you know you want to join, you just don't have the guts to do it. Like reach out, get involved. It is not like high school where you're in a million clubs, you have no like people assume like, oh, you're in all these clubs, like whatever, like sorry for this term, but like loser, this and that. Like, no, like in the university setting, the more you get involved, like the more fun you will have. I have not met someone who's involved and is like, I hate it here. Like, no, like once you're involved, like you get the university experience, and that's what you're here for. You're not, yes, you are here to also get a degree and like, you know, like better your life, but like you're paying, you're coming here, you're motivating yourself to further your education for a reason, and that is the university experience, and you are not going to get that unless you get involved. So like for sure, reach out, take those first few steps. I know they may seem like very large steps, however, like it'll just like make it so much easier, especially like, down the line.
Yeah, and going off that, I think one great way for students to kind of look around and see what they might want to get interested in is like our Bulls Market Days that we have on the quad. Obviously, we don't have them right now, but you know, we'll have them again in the future. But it's such an excellent way for students to come out, promote their clubs, promote their fraternity, sorority, set up a table, and then all other students can walk around the quad and be like, oh, you know, I'd really like to join that club. I want to be a part of this fraternity. So it's just so open for students to really explore what's available to them.
Exactly. What I love, like some people may be intimidated by the size that USF is. And I don't usually argue with them, but I do let them know that USF is a place that does care about your student experience and puts it right in front of you. USF is not a place where you come and you have to find your community. USF literally puts the community right in front of you and is like, okay, now do what you want with this. And that's why I love it so much, because like you said, our Bulls Market Days, on which were every single Wednesday, you would have random organizations looking for interns. You would have student-led organizations looking for you to come out and like just go to their event. Then you'll have like cultural organizations giving out free food from their culture. You would have like our partnerships, like places that like have partnerships with USF providing free samples of their food. Then you do have the Greek life there doing strolls, doing their step routines, doing their calls, all of that. And then because we do have the 3 different councils, so you would see the Panhellenics, you would see the IFC, the MPHC, the MGCs. They're all out there trying to get you involved or trying to get you to go to the philanthropy events. And it's pretty much like literally the student experience is plopped in the most like populated area and is like, all right, now here you go. It's literally served for you on a silver platter every single Wednesday when we get back into business. But like even then, like they're still reaching out. You can go to the MSC right now, still see flyers. Like they want you to still get involved even though we are in these tough times. So I really like that.
That is awesome. I love hearing that, Alec. It really is. It's college is what you make of it, honestly. And you're a great representation of that. You got involved, you're loving your college life and getting these great opportunities. So thank you so much for sharing. I think our time is just about up. Alec, thank you so much. Jackie, thank you very much. And students, thank you so much for joining and listening in. And again, if you have any questions about University of South Florida, we're always here, always willing and ready to help you. If you come down to the USF campus, you will meet with Jackie, and potentially Alex will take you out on a campus tour. Thank you again, Alec and Jackie, and you guys have a great afternoon. Go Bulls!
Go Bulls!
Yes, thank you so much for sharing all that great information about University of South Florida. And for anybody who is planning on joining, this conversation and learning more about University of South Florida, please take a few moments to fill out a quick 4-question survey. And you can always sign up for more sessions at www.oacac.org. So thank you again and have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.